All right, guys. So taking it from the top. So the mother said that her son complained about certain things happening, you know, in his private parts. So as a good mother, she checked and she took one look. And when she looked at her child behind, it was clear that something happened. It just didn't look right. Anywho, mother raised the alarm, police called, hospital visit, all the other things that you're supposed to do when a child, is ill or so on. So police interviewed the child. The mom spoke to the child, but not immediately because the child, you could tell the child was scared or didn't want to talk. So the mother didn't pressure him, but the mother knew something wasn't right anyway. So after after the interview with the police, yeah, and obviously the mom had spoken to the child too. So when they interviewed the child, the mom wasn't present. The police didn't have the mom inside the room because it's kind of a sensitive thing. So they want the truth from the child and they don't want the child to feel intimidated, anything like that. So the police interviewed the child without the mom present or any other family members. So the mom followed up with the police to find out if the child had said anything different from what he had told mom. And apparently, the same statement that he gave to the police is the same thing he told his mom that happened. So the disturbing part is to come. Please hit the like button, guys. And guys, please welcome and connect to my member Kimberly. I haven't mentioned that before. Kimberly, my member, I do appreciate you, but I have some good stuff coming up to discuss. And before I forget, Kimberly, I want to connect with you, so do let me know how I can connect with you. If you're on IG, Facebook, or so, let me know, okay? So the disturbing revelation is this: the child went to his father's house. The child slept with his father and his father girlfriend. I guess they don't have a big house, so they have to share space. During the night, the sick father gagged the child, put something over the child's mouth, turned him over onto his stomach, and do you know what? The girlfriend, who's on the same bed, was lying there when it was happening. And because the child was making some sort of noise, it woke her up. Because you can imagine a 4-year-old with a grown man full weight on him. So the child was experiencing discomfort and it was hurting. So the groaning sound or the sound that he was making, it woke up the girlfriend who was next to them. The girlfriend, what are you doing? That's wrong. Don't do that. No, I don't know what kind of girlfriend that is because if that was me, I say no more. The grandma or mother woke up. I don't remember if it was the grandmother or the mother of the guy who lived in the same house, heard the voice, came in, grabbed onto the man and hit him or do some sort of thing to him like, why are you doing that? You shouldn't be doing that, that sort of thing. When the mom contacted them about the child, saying that what happened to his area, something is not right. They're saying now to the mom that nothing, maybe we washed him too hard. Really? Okay, that's one incident. I'm going somewhere with this. I just want to add them in. A 10 months old baby, 10 months baby girl, yeah, discovered to be molested after being taken to hospital for dengue fever. Now, this is distressing and it's shocking. If you are a parent or guardian, auntie, uncle, somebody who's caring and who doesn't have that mental problem to think that it is okay to hurt children, I beg you, please listen. After this video, you will be more vigilant when it comes to children. But let me greet you properly. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm Scratch. My name is Dalian Salmon, and this is Abuse Insights. So, in this video, I've touched or will be touching upon some deep and sensitive aspect of abuse. But before I dive into this, I want to give a heartfelt trigger warning. The content I'll be exploring may be triggering for some viewers. It is crucial to prioritize your mental health. So if you find any part of this discussion, this conversation, this live, if you find anything that I'm saying difficult to handle, it's perfectly okay to take a step back. It's perfectly okay to log off. Skip through. But please, reach out for support. Remember, your safety and emotional health are our top priority. My top priority. That's what I do here. I care. Abuse is a heavy subject, and I want you to know that it is okay to prioritize your own feelings. If you need someone to talk to, you can talk to me. There are ways to get to me. Please take care of yourself throughout this conversation, this video. A lot of people, though, who are experiencing abuse thinks that they are on their own. I just want to tell you that you're not alone. Support is available. Maybe you just don't know where to get it. But hey, this channel has a membership program. Connect with me and we will find a way how we can get you some help, even if it's just one-to-one where I can talk to you myself, give you that ear, that eye, that shoulder, whatever you need. We can do it from here. Yes? So, now let's approach this discussion with understanding and compassion. I cannot play my intro because I'm on the phone. But again, this is Abuse Insights with Dalian Salmon, where I create contents on abuse topics to include but not limited to childhood or domestic abuse. So from top, a 10-month-old baby girl from Portmore, Jamaica. Jamaica is where I am from. It is a disgusting thing, Rambo, I tell you. The baby girl was admitted to a medical facility with symptoms of dengue fever. Yes, she was diagnosed with it later at the medical center. But what was astonished is that the doctors discover fluid, to be exact, bleeding and bruises from the child private area. It's a girl, her front, not her back. And because of that and the investigation carried out, there were damage to the child private area. So they had to rush the child for surgery. Unfortunately, the surgery ended tragically. The baby girl did not survive. What just happened here? Or what did I just say? A 10-month-old baby was raped. And it was only discovered when the child was taken to hospital for dengue fever. I have a lot of questions here because I don't understand how is it that a mother looking after a 10-year-old baby and don't notice something is wrong down there. How? I don't understand. And look who just entered the building. We have a nurse in here. My family, Trev Essence, come on in and welcome. I have to be on my phone because everything ain't working right now. Trev, I'm talking about the 10-month-old child in Jamaica who was rushed to the hospital with symptom of dengue fever, and when the child got there, it was discovered she was RAPE. Surgery, prepped, she never survived, she passed away. And I'm asking the question, what sort of a mother or whosoever is caring for the child, how is it that they don't detect that something was wrong with the child there? Huh? And how long has it been going on? Or could it be that it happened and that was the reason they're taking the child for? And they suspected dengue fever as well. I don't understand. It's just crazy. Anywho, it is alleged that a 10-year-old boy did the act to the 10 months old baby. A lot of questions as well there. Is it really so? Could it be someone else who did that? Could it be an older person and they just want to use a boy to say that what is the boy exposed to? There's just a lot of question on this one for me. And the last incident I'm going to add to this is a separate one, including two 6-year-old children. Now these kids are here in the UK. So two friends, one is mother to a son and the other a daughter. The mother left her daughter with her friend, and when she returned to collect her daughter explained to her that the little boy tried to force himself on her from behind. Now this mother talked to her child, her daughter, tell her what is wrong, what is right, what shouldn't be done to her, who shouldn't touch you there, what, that sort of thing. Welcome in, my brother Rich. Welcome. It's lovely to see you. Please come on in. And please, guys, connect to my member Kimberly. Please, she's a very nice supporter. And Rambo, my family is in the house, guys. Please connect. Trev Essence is another family member. Wonderful, wonderful lady. Please don't leave without her. You would be missing out. Hey. Now, the child told her mom what had happened. The mother then went to her friend to explain to her that her daughter told her that so and so happened with her son. And what that mother did, she started to beat the child, to discipline the child physically without asking any question, without any compassion, without anything at all. Just boof, buff, buff. She just started to beat the child. That's not good. It's crucial to recognize that our children don't just get up and do these things on their own. Something was either done to them, or they've seen something done to someone else, or they're just being exposed to something that they shouldn't be exposed to. And it's up to us to find out who, where, when, how. Physical discipline is not the immediate solution. Rather than us resorting to punishment, we must engage in open and honest conversations with our children. It's essential to inquire about their experiences, understand what happened, and guide them on what is right, acceptable, and inappropriate. I'm sure you'd agree that building trust with our children is paramount. And now I want to ask a few questions like, how many of us are truly paying attention to our children? 10-year-old molesting a 10 months old? 6-year-old trying to force himself on another 6-year-old? Come on now. The other day on Instagram, there was a 10-year-old girl modeling a pregnant belly. Like, who even record that video? 10, look, if you see the little short child, the little baby with a stomach in front of her, 10 years old. Are we attuned to signs of withdrawal or changes in our kids' behavior? Do we closely monitor our children's well being, including their private areas? Like, it's a common misconception that family settings ensure safety. So we just leave the children with Uncle Tom, Auntie Jen, Brother John. It's imperative to remember that individuals in positions of trust can perpetrate the most traumatic forms of abuse. And this is proven time and time again. Those who we think wouldn't do it are the ones who would do it. It's like growing up. I can remember growing up. I can't remember who I could turn to tell them what was happening to me, like what I was experiencing, how I felt hurt, what someone did to me. Who? What I can remember clearly is if I open my mouth, I will get a beating. Because these are the words we grew up with. Be seen and not be heard. Shut up. Go sit down. Or you're a liar. Those are the words we grew up with, a lot of us. And those same words are words that are enabling so many of our children today in certain parts of the world to be abused. And then you have the lying relatives because they are the adults. We don't have a say. They are always the right ones because they are older. It is not always the case. We have to learn to listen to the children. And when we are doing so, don't have 10 people around the child because the child is going to feel embarrassed. The child has feeling just like all of us. Imagine 10 people trying to ask one child question. Oh my God, that's just confusion. Someone must take the child to a side in private and speak to the child so the child can feel comfortable and confident in speaking about whatever the issue is. You know, I remember in my early teens, I went to a family house. If I say exactly in the way it happened, everybody's going to know and it's going to be a big thing. I went to stay with a family member and she had one bed. This is a problem with some of us. Why you keep taking people children into your home if you don't have place for them to stay? And I was sleeping on the bed. So many children are suffering in silence, and that is so true, Trevor says. So me and the woman boyfriend was sleeping on the bed. I was in front of the woman and the man was behind the woman. But you would not believe that in my sleep, I would feel a hand on my little breast, or I'd feel the hand going into my nicky, and I would get upset and jump off the bed. The woman would wake up out of her sleep at some point and notice I'm sleeping on the floor. And every time she does that, it's the same repeat. The hand in my little tits and in my trying to get into my private part. And she's in the middle. This is not something that just started. I couldn't wait for daylight. And I couldn't tell because they don't listen to you. And whenever she's not at the house, I tell you, I would run from one room, one side. I would just keep running in a circle. There's like a open plan sitting room. So I would be running around from one end, trying to run from this man because he's after me, like seriously after me. I couldn't tell nobody. How many children are running and how many of them can run? There are so many of our children, they are suffering. and they're suffering from the hands of those in position of trust. And I kid you not, even in my late 20s, this dude was still trying after me. But only then I was stronger and I had mouth. Touch me and see what I do to you. Because now I don't need to tell nobody because they didn't want to hear when I needed them to hear. So now they don't have to hear, but I just want him to touch me and then they will know. Do you understand? But we don't want that because not many kids can fight like me, or not many kids can get away like I have gotten away. They are suffering in silence. Developing a strong bond with our children, fostering an environment where they feel comfortable to share their experience is vital. We must stop telling our children to be quiet. Let them speak. Let them express themselves. Encourage them to speak up when something is wrong. Teach them the importance of setting boundaries and ensure them that they can confide in you. Now, we know we don't have a lot of good mothers. We know we have bad mothers and bad fathers, but we also have amazing parents, uncles, grandma. We have some good people out there. But on the other hand, we have some that are very bad, and they are protected by the family who knows of their dirty behavior. And we do nothing, we say nothing, and we allow them to carry on creating victims after victims after victim. We have to stop this, man. We have to stop. God bless those who, I mean, check the levels. As I said, I'm Jamaican. And in my belief is that 90% of Jamaicans were abused in some way or another. Maybe not sexually, physically, emotionally, some form of abuse, man. I know most of our men got the physical part because I don't know what it is about us when it comes to boy. It's like they should get the most beating, like they don't have feelings and they shouldn't express themselves. But we have to stop, man. Let's stop doing this. We can't keep creating traumatic individuals in from one generation leading into another generation. Avoid dismissing the children concerns by telling them to be quiet or sit down or shut up. Man, I heard too much of that. It's time we shift our focus from listening to adults exclusively to actively hearing our children. I remember when I was growing up and you have the elders, they call them the elders. Mr. John, the deacon, the pastor in the church. As long as you're older, the kids must look up to you. They must listen to you. If they see you on the street, they can beat your bum bum and grandma don't say nothing. But what grandma didn't know and what they still don't know today is those dirty bastards who are doing the dirt on the children. When they do what they did or try to do what they were trying to do to me, if I dare utter a word to my granny, I get the Dutch pot, I get the shoes, I get the cane, I get anything she catch and she lick me down because I would be lying. But these people you were taught to respect were the ones who were actually hurting us. And we didn't have a voice. We have nothing to say. I remember one time she sent me up into the bushes. We say hills, way away, far, far from home, to a gentleman that she was getting some stuff from to take to the market. And this man always tried to hold at me in a way that I know what he was up to. So I started to be like, when I go there, I don't go near him. I'm like, you think you're gonna come put them dirty hands on me? No, I became a bit smarter now because I realized what was going on. And he wants me to come into the house to get. I said, put it outside, sir. Yeah. And I don't remember what happened, but one day I threw every stone I could find in the bush at him. I said, if you ever tell my grandmother I throw stone at you, I'll tell her what you tried to do to me. I threw stone at his house, boom, boom, you know. It was all zinc houses, zinc house tops. So you hear pong, ping, pong. I stone it. And then I run home like a little ninja. He couldn't tell on me. Because I'm going to tell on me. Even though they might not believe me. But I guess he probably think that maybe they would believe me. But seriously though, childhood abuse, guys, is real. Childhood abuse has profound and lasting effects on individuals' lives, emphasizing the importance, my tongue goes funny, emphasizing the importance of early intervention and support. Let us commit to creating a safe space for our children to speak up, ensuring their voices are heard and respected. This collective effort can contribute to a future where our children can feel secure, valued, and protected. Now, we know that we can only dream so much and that it won't happen everywhere with every children. But it is possible. It's possible. It's absolutely sad. Guys, what do you remember from growing up? What was the one thing that, you know, you can remember that traumatized you? I'm not telling you to tell me that you got molested or anything. I mean, like, were you physically, disciplined for things that really you shouldn't have been disciplined for? But it's just our parents. I think we have to forgive them because I think that they think that everything has to be boof baff. I have to beat you. But we don't have to continue to do what was done to us, though. Do we? Right here in London, we have some of our people they are carrying on the same trait. Yeah? Some of us are doing the same rubbish that we were brought up seeing. One girl, right, on the news, she left her daughter alone in the house to go to dance hall to go and have fun. Yeah? And she tied the child to the fridge. Now, England is cold. She left the child on her own and tied her to the fridge. So she cannot leave the house, but she cannot be hungry because she's right there. Open the fridge, eat, and just sit right here. Don't move until I get back. Can you imagine that? We do some nonsense, man. I'm telling you. One lady one day, I don't know what the child did, but I tell you, it was like, that was just abuse. She gave the child some beating right there on the bus. She beat the child. I don't know what happened to them now, but we're in a first world country where, people see stuff, they don't just keep quiet. So I hope someone had intervened and she no longer have custody of those children because man, that was really wrong. But guys, I do apologize if I cause any trigger tonight if I brought you back to a place that you've been working on, moving away from for years. But I had to share these stories because a lot of us still don't understand and don't believe that things like these happen and they continue to happen. Child abuse is real. We cannot save every children, but we can save some. And if we can save one, and that one save another, and that one save another, and it carries on, it can make a difference. Right now, I know a lot of us don't even like to hear the word abuse. But what I know for true is that every word, everything, every item, every object is a trigger for somebody. The name of a place, the name of a dish, the color, a car, a holiday destination, a book, something is trigger to somebody. But the important thing that I want people to understand is that over here on Abuse Insights, we are here for each other. There is life after trauma. Many of us, we've been through some stuff. Some of us are still struggling with some stuff. But we can still live. We can still be loved. But we first have to love ourselves first. If we wait for someone to validate us, if we're waiting to be approved by others, we are not living at all. A lot of us, we go into feel like work, create a job, go to study certain subjects, become a doctor, a lawyer, something that, yeah, when you look at me, you can say, hey, you can't talk to me. But they don't want that. They have done that just to be accepted by a mother, a father, or into a family. No, you don't have to do that. When you do things just to show that you can, because a lot of us are still struggling with the words, you are nothing, you will amount to nothing. You have men that relationship broke up, or women, and they like to throw words at you. If it wasn't for me, you couldn't be. If you don't have me, you can't be. You're nothing without me. Mother would tell their children, you will amount to nothing. You're ugly. You can't read. They can tell you everything. But it's up to you not to consume what they told you or what's been said. Let it go through one ear and go through the other. Don't let it go down into your digestive system. Don't let it rent room into your life. Because it's not what we say that matters. I'm preaching to somebody. It's what God say that matters. Because it doesn't matter how much we plan for our life. God's plan is different from man's plan. Welcome in, Experienced Africans. Good to see you, my brother. This is my member, guys. Please, if you don't know Experienced Africans, please connect. You all know who he is. Please help me send some love. Welcome in. I just want you guys to understand that your worth doesn't decrease based on what happened to you. You might be the little 10 months old girl, the 6-year-old boy, the 10-year-old boy. You might be one of them. But it doesn't mean you stay that way. Everybody, we all have a story, different from each other. But also, we could have the same thing done to us, but we hurt differently. That I know for sure. But if you look at people who have excelled in life and listen to their stories, then it makes sense to believe that If they can, I can too. Look at Oprah Winfrey. I just love to mention her name. Oprah Winfrey, she's a rape victim. She was raped 3 times by her cousin, and she said so herself. And look at what she has accomplished today. I've shared a video recently where the lady told her story that her father is also her grandfather. But she came out triumphant and she was encouraging people to let your voice be heard because my story can impact so much, but your story can impact more. She's basically saying, yes, what happened to us, it wasn't good, but there's still greatness for us. And yes, there is still greatness for each and every one of us, no matter what we have experienced. The important thing for us to do is avoid carrying on with the same thing that had happened to us. Break the cycle. We don't have to do the same thing to our cousins or sisters or brothers or nieces because it was done to us. Don't be revengeful because a brother or sister did this to you, so you're going to do it to their children. You don't have to do that. Just live your best, and whatever you do, do it with love and from the heart. It comes back. As I wrap up this live, I don't intend to go any further on it, but as I wrap up this impactful discussion, guys, I hope that someone takes something from this. Oprah Winfrey overcame her adversities. I believe she has. And she's doing great work. In Africa, she has built schools. I don't know. She's doing a lot. She's giving her best, living her best. Because what was stolen from her in her younger years didn't deter her from becoming who she believed she can be today. And that is what we have to do. We have to tell ourselves and believe that what had happened to us is not our final destination. Is how we respond to those adversity that will define our destination. Guys, I invite each of you to reflect on the profound responsibility we share in protecting our children. Even if you don't have children, but you have nieces, nephews, even if you don't have any, but you know the neighbor with children, friend with children, aunties, uncles with children. Be a protector. Be vigilant. The stories I've shared, the stories I've touched upon today, underscore the urgency of breaking the silence surrounding abuse. Stop protecting your family. Trev, you are right. Sorry, did I say it was Kim? Yeah, you're right, sis. Yeah, she overcame adversity, and yes, Trev said Oprah is one. I can't see what that says. Move this out of my way. Jesus, Lord. I'm going to do something to move that up. Oprah is one example of triumph over tragedy, and that is so true. That is so true. Together we can create a world where our children innocence is preserved. But we have to stop with this secrecy, where their voices echo with strength and where the pain of abuse becomes a relic of the past. We can do this, guys. And that is going to be my share on this topic for today. If you guys have any question, please throw it at me right now. I have done it. 2 times failed, and I did it on this last attempt. Isn't that amazing? This is what we do. We don't give up. When we try and we fail, we try again. Life will always throw us lemons. But if you are anything like me, get a jug and mix some lemon. We say sugar and water in Jamaica. Yes. And get piece of bread and just eat and drink. Wonderful, wonderful guys. Thank you so very much for joining me today. Trevescence, my family, I appreciate you always. Rambo, do I say it? I appreciate you too. Kimberly, you're a great supporter. Experienced Africans, both my members, you guys are wonderful. Everyone who came and left, I appreciate you. Wild Rich, thank you so much, my brother. You're always supporting, and I appreciate that too. Because the live cut off twice, we've lost some names, but thank you all. Lady Grace, I appreciate the donation. Thank you for the love. Thanks for stopping by. Fahan, thank you. Arkan, I hope I didn't spoil your name. Please don't sue me. And health and wellness, I think you stopped by too. I thank you all very much. Guys, please remember to hit the like button if you haven't yet hit the like button before you leave. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, if you're listening to the replay, I encourage you, please engage in the conversation we're having here, and let's build a community dedicated to shielding our children from harm. Thank you for joining me here, Abusing the Sides with Dalian Salmon. Until next time, what do I say? Let us be guardians to our children and others as well. Let's be mothers to other children. We can do this. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I can't do the official the way I want to, but it doesn't matter. The message is out there. Please like and share with others. I beg you kindly. Trev Essence, I'm sure she does at Kim, but for the most part, she seems to have, I don't know what that is because I have a big heart that covers it. So let's see. Hey, I've got love going up there, guys. Touch the love button. Look at the hearts flying up. Thank you very much, guys. So appreciative of you being here. We ain't gonna drag it out. Please remember, I have a membership on my channel. I want to connect with you guys in the background. Oh my, yeah, timber. Let us connect. Get your membership, and let us get this relationship growing. Alrighty. Thank you so much, Kimberly, Experienced Africans, my 2 members. I appreciate you both. Can I say good night, goodbye, good day, take care until I see you again? Kimberly, what did you say? Let me see what Kimberly just said. Thank you, Dalian, for this difficult topic, but it is breaking the stigma of yes, absolutely, Kimberly, and I will be coming with this topic next week, on mental health. Trev, you want to join me? Thank you too, Trev. You know I appreciate. Thank you. We'll get I'll get in touch with you behind the scene. All right, guys. Don't want to bore it or drag it out. Thank you very much, and I will see you next week, or I'll see you before the week ends. I'm sure I'm going to pop up again. Thank you. God bless you. Take care, guys. And I do appreciate each and every one of you. Now, let's see how I end this live. Yes, so I find the screaming. So guys, whosoever came in late, sorry, but I have to go. Please watch the live, rewatch, replay, and share with others. Love you. God bless you. Until next time. Peace out. Take care.